John, we're heading into the bye week with a 6-3 record. What have you made of the first 9 rounds?
Well, obviously the first few rounds we weren't as consistent as we wanted to be. We started off poorly in round 1 and we were a bit better the following week. But we really hadn't had that consistency of pressure and intensity that we pride ourselves on, and both through the games and also for that first 4 weeks. And we were able to get that against Fremantle and been able to carry that through a lot more consistently, both during the games but also week to week.
And beating Hawthorn a couple of weeks ago, obviously a very good result, and Essendon as well. Do you feel that intensity is really lifting with every game the guys play?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we had 100 tackles against Fremantle, which was a really good start, and whilst it's challenging at times to get back up to that number every week, it's certainly at times during the game our pressure has been really high quality. And when we get our pressure game going and put some enormous heat on the opposition, it tends to lead to obviously turnovers and scores for us, so everything starts to work a little bit better, and that's the foundation of our game, to make sure that we try and maintain it as much as we can. And our midfield group in particular has been a lot more consistent over those past 5 weeks, and our depth in that area has been really pleasing as well.
You talk about the midfield there, guys like Josh Kennedy and Dan Hanbury have had a couple of really good weeks, but so have guys like Luke Parker and Craig Bird. How pleased are you with those, I suppose, maybe second-tier midfielders who are really stepping up?
Yeah, we've changed our setup a little bit as far as where the personnel are playing, and we've tried to add some more flexibility to our team. We've, over the pre-season, had Benny McGinn in the midfield a lot more, and he's been able to handle that role. And Jake Lloyd's come in over the last 4 or 5 weeks and played a role through our midfield as well. So it's allowed us to change our players' positioning around a little bit, add some more depth to that midfield group. We like to have that 9 or 10 quality mids to be able to go through that area. And blokes like Craig Bird have had a bit of consistency over that period of time as well. So our players have changed around a little bit, which is good for them and good for the team, to make sure that we've got a really big number of players that can go through that area of the ground.
And the co-captains, McVeigh and Jack, have also really stepped up. Obviously Mac had 3 goals and Kieran had 32 touches. You must be pleased with that leadership point of view as well.
Yeah, we've been really pleased. The leadership group is the ones that really, 5 weeks ago, stepped up and really challenged each other and challenged the team, and we're able to get some consistency out of that from that point onwards, and they've been consistently playing well on the ground, and they're leading through examples, and certainly Kieran and Macca have been strong every week in that area, on and off the field, but also the rest of the leadership group, and they've been able to contribute and set the example.
There's obviously been a huge amount of interest in the forward line over the last couple of weeks with all of the talls back on field. How have you felt they're coming along, and how much improvement do you think guys like Tippo and Buddy have?
Well, they've only played as a forward group, the whole forward group have only played 2 games together, so they're still getting used to playing with each other, but they've also played a fair bit of footy, so they're experienced in a football sense, even though they haven't played much football together. And they've got all different strengths, and that's important to have some variety in your forward half, and that's what they've been able to bring over the last couple of weeks, and we hope that it continues. It's no certainty to play well every week. We know that, no matter who that is, and we need to make sure that those guys have been able to train over the last couple of weeks a lot more consistently as well, which adds to their better form, and hopefully that continues for the rest of the year.
And lastly, no game this weekend. What's the plan leading into the Geelong game training-wise?
Well, we trained during the week of the bye, and we'll train again on the Sunday on the weekend and have a really hard hit out, because we need to. We're going into a Thursday game, so it's not like a normal have the bye weekend off. We need to make sure we're working hard over the weekend because we go into a Thursday game. So our preparation will be full scale, full tilt on Sunday, and we'll train again next Tuesday prior to our Thursday game against the Cats.